This is a review of the second generation Victorinox Alliance mechanical watch featuring the ETA 2892 automatic movement. Known more for their Swiss Army knives, what make this watch unique is that it is powered by the caliber ETA 2892. It is a movement that is usually found on entry-level luxury watches that are substantially at a higher price point than the Victorinox, including brands like Longines, Hamilton, Tag Heuer, Omega, and Cartier. The suggested retail price of the watch is $775, but you can find it at many places online for a little bit more than half price brand new, making this the most affordable Swiss-made watch you can get with an ETA 2892 movement. The iconic ETA 2892 movement is an evolution and upgrade over the much more seen and more widely used ETA 2824. In fact, the previous generation Alliance mechanical used the ETA 2824 movement, and like the 2824, the 2892 is a proven workhorse movement with a 48-hour power reserve that vibrates at 28,800 beats per hour, or 8 beats per second, which means that the second hand moves 8 times every second. So for comparison, I have a Seiko here that moves 6 times per second. So it beats 6 times per second. The Victorinox is at 8. So you can kind of see the smoothness of the 6 versus 8 here, and just how just a little bit smoother the second hand moves. The watch is automatic, but it can be hand wound as well by rotating the crown. And when you do the time adjustment, you can see the second hand, pull it all the way, does stop. And as usual, if you push it sort of halfway in between the end, you can adjust the date as well, and don't adjust the date between 9 p.m. and 3 a.m. And as you can see, the dial has a sandy, gravelly, grainy texture. It has the Victorinox shield at 12 o'clock, and then the date at 6. And then at 3 and 9, you have the Arabic numerals. There's an outer track, you can see here, that indicates the minutes or seconds. And you can see on the shorter end of the second hand, you can see a silhouette of the Swiss Army knife. The strap itself is a 2-button butterfly strap, and you can see the buttons right here and opens just like that. And you can see the back side of the case. You can see the movement. It says 100-meter water resistant, Victorinox Swiss Army, stainless steel, sapphire crystal, and Swiss made. And you can see that all around. And then the automatic rotor here that rotates and winds up the watch, and you can see that, and you can see the inner workings of the ETA 2892 movement, and you can see the balance wheel whirling away at the top. The watch does feel very solid and well built in your hands. The Alliance mechanical is all stainless steel, and it's pretty hefty at 4 3/4 ounces, or 134 grams, even with a few links taken out for my 6 1/4 inch wrist. That's more than 6 F91Ws. And there's also a version of this watch with a leather strap as well. Size-wise, it's actually pretty close to the Casio G-Shock 5000 or 5600 series. It is 52 millimeters tall, or about 2 inches tall, and it is 43 millimeters wide with the crown, and it's about 10 millimeters or 0.4 inch thick. And here's a comparison with a F91W, so you can see just the size difference here. It is a much more substantial watch. And here's a comparison to a US quarter. can see it is substantially bigger than a US quarter. So if you're looking to get into mechanical watches, definitely worth considering. You won't find a better watch at this price point with an ETA 2892 movement.